Hey, what's up, soldiers? My name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire. Welcome back to another video here today on the channel, where today we're going to be ranking every single zombies map. I've been making these tier lists every week, and you guys really seem to enjoy it, so thank you. And obviously, for ranking zombies maps, I'm going to do this one by myself. I feel like having someone else would sway my opinion, and I want you guys to see my personal opinion of what maps are the best, amazing, good, not very good, and bad. What I want you guys to do is comment down below your favorite zombies map from each game, and if you haven't played a game, you don't have to comment it. And we're going to go in order from Knock through Firebase Z and rank every single zombies map. Keep in mind, this is my personal opinion. You guys will probably disagree with me, but that's how it's going to go. So let's start off with Knock, and we're going to put it in bad. It's not a bad map, but for the sake of ranking it against every other map, it's bad. So it's going in the bad. It's just so simple, and yeah, it's not great. Next up is Varrock. I'm gonna say good for Varrock. I think Varrock was a very good improvement over Noct, and you know what, I'm gonna put Noct in not very good. I feel bad putting it all the way in bad. Varrock was a good improvement, adding perks and everything like that, which made it really good. Next up is Shinonuma. I'm going to put it at not very good, but above Noct. I think Shinonuma was kind of a step backwards, although they had the Wonderwaff and dogs and things like that. Just wasn't that great of a map, and I don't really enjoy it that much. Next up is Darice. We're going to put it in amazing. Darice is such a good map. It's classic. Everyone loves Darice, and I personally really love it. This was the map that I would go and play every single time I could with my friends, and we didn't play the other World at War maps, so Darice is definitely my favorite from World at War. Next up is Kino. We're gonna put Kino in good above Varrock. Kino is a good map. It's very bare bones, and I think it's a little overrated, to be honest. I don't think it's a bad map, and I have fond memories, but to me nowadays it's just not that great. By the way, guys, these are all the originals of the maps. Next up is 5. 5 is better than Varrock. It's kind of like Varrock, where it's challenging. It's a good map, has the Pentagon Thief, and I really enjoy it. Next up is Ascension. Ascension is better than Kino and 5 and Varrock. It just added more PhD flopper, stamina up, great options, having the monkeys that can take away your perks. It was unique and challenging, and I really enjoyed that aspect of it. Next up is Call of the Dead. We're gonna put it in amazing above Darice. Call of the Dead is my favorite Black Ops 1 map. I have the poster literally right behind me right there. There's George's zombie head, and I just think it's a great map. Having George, soloable Easter egg, co-op Easter egg. I mean, there was so much good aspects of this map, and I think it's probably one of the most underrated maps ever. Next up is Shangri-La. Shangri-La is a good map, and I think it's the best out of all of the good maps that I have so far. I think Shang is a very challenging map, and I really like the Easter egg. The Easter egg is very challenging, and if you guys didn't know, it's actually made by Raven. They actually did a really good job, and I think Shang's a great map. Next up is Moon. Moon is definitely amazing, but I'm going to put it behind Call of the Dead and Darice. I don't really enjoy the map that much, especially the Black Ops 1 version. It's dark and gloomy, and the biodome looks just looks terrible. I think the Easter egg is really good, obviously super important to the story, so that's why it's in the amazing tier. Just not my favorite map so far in the amazing. Next up is Transit. It's better than Shinonuma and Noct. It's not very good, but it's not bad either, in my opinion, so we're gonna leave it there. Next up is Bus Depot. This one's not very good either, but I would rather play Noct and Shinonuma above it. Next up is Farm. I'd rather play Farm than Bus Depot. They're not very good. Next up is Town. I'm gonna put Town in good above Varrock. Actually, no, behind Varrock. I think Town served a good purpose in Black Ops 2, but I am not a huge fan. I know a lot of people love Town and swear by it being amazing and everything. I don't see the hype personally. I didn't really enjoy playing it that much, and I would rather not play it at all, to be honest, nowadays. Next up is Nuketown. I'm gonna put Nuketown above Town, and that's where it's going. It's Nuketown's not, no, it's not even good. I'm gonna put it behind Transit, honestly. I don't like Nuketown very much. I definitely would rather play Transit, even though they're both fairly bad. Nuketown just doesn't really have anything special about it, to be honest, except for the M27, and that's pretty much it. So it's going there. Next up is Die-Rise. Die-Rise is actually not very good either, but it's definitely better than Transit, without a doubt. I know people don't like Die-Rise. I don't think it's that bad of a map, to be honest. You know what? I'm gonna put it in good. All right, screw all you guys. All right, I know people don't like Die-Rise. I don't think it's a bad map. Like, once you get good at the map, and it has, you know, the Sliquifier, one of the best wonder weapons ever, it's fairly good. Next up is Mob of the Dead. It's going in best of the best. Okay, Mob of the Dead is my favorite zombies map. 8-year anniversary 2 days ago. Just a fantastic map. The Easter egg's not that great, but the characters, the atmosphere, everything about the map is really cool. Unique weapons and things like that. I think it's the best of the best. Next up is Buried. Buried is amazing, and I think it's better than Moon personally. Buried was the conclusion of the Victus story, but I think Buried just captured exactly what it was going for, with the Western feel, the characters, the characters kind of sucked, I'm gonna be honest, but just everything about the map felt really good. And then Arthur was there. It was really unique, and I really love Buried. I think it's amazing. Next up is Origins. It's going in best of the best, but I'm gonna put Mob of the Dead still ahead of it. Origins, obviously, by far one of the best zombies maps ever made, without a doubt, and it really deserves the top spot besides Mob of the Dead. Next up is Outbreak. Outbreak's good, and I think it's better than Ascension and Shane. Why? Okay, Outbreak is probably one of the most perfect zombies maps as far as like a base map or first map of a game, because it has everything to offer. It sets the tone for the rest of the game. The Easter egg's fairly easy and fun, and that's why I think it's a good map. I actually really do like it. Next up is Outbreak, or Infection rather. There was an error. I made this list myself. I guess I saved it before I changed the name. I think that Infection is a good map. It's better than Die-Rise in Town and Rock, but not better than 5 with the rest. So Infection, sorry. Infection's actually a really good map. The Easter egg's really good. I'm not a fan of escorting the people. I'm not a fan of the whole area being covered in gas. Other than that, if you can get past that, everything else is fun. Bubby makes this map amazing. Who doesn't want a robot animatronic literally like dancing and breakdancing and everything? Bubby's awesome, and that's why it's a good map. Next up is Carrier. I'm going to put this one in not very good, and I'm going to put this at the top of not very good. I did not understand why people like this map at all. I didn't really enjoy it very much, and I found it just to be really tedious and annoying, the whole Easter egg. And I wouldn't just go on the map to play it for fun either, so I'm going to put it in not very good. Next up is Descent. Descent is going to go above Outbreak. Descent's an actual good map. I think the whole Oz thing is really cool and definitely fun. Next up is the Giant. I'm going to put the Giant at the bottom. I think that remakes are not really as good as the originals, so it doesn't deserve to be higher than Doris or any of the other ones. Next up is Shadows of Evil. Automatic best of the best. It's I guess I used the wrong image for Shadows too. Oh my gosh, what the hell was I doing? Anyways, Shadows is great. I love it. I think it's a fantastic map, and it deserves to be in best of the best. It aged like fine wine, and yeah, it's great. Next up is the Rise of Drac, also a fantastic map. We're gonna put it right above Origins and Shadows. The Rise of Drac's basically a perfect map. Next up is Shino Numa. We're gonna put it at above the Giant and Moon. I love ZNS, and I know a lot of people don't like it. I think it's a really good map. Personally, I like the Easter egg, although it's very simple. It did have a lot of cool things added in the map overall. So I would say it's amazing. And yeah, we'll leave it there. Next up is Gorod Krovi. This one's going in the top of amazing. Gorod Krovi's a great map, great Easter egg, boss fight, everything about it is good. And that's why it's going in amazing. Next up is Revelations. I'm going to put it in the top of good. I don't really think it's a great map, but it's not bad either. I just wouldn't go out of my way to play it, but we'll put it in good for now. Next up is Zombies in Spaceland. It's one of the best maps. Without a doubt, best wonder weapons and stuff. But is it better than Gorod? I think we have to put Gorod in best of the best as well, above Spaceland. It's not better than Gorod Krovi in my opinion, but Spaceland's a very good map, and it's very solid, and it's fun to play. So we're gonna put it in best of the best. Next up is Rave in the Redwoods. It's good, and I think it's better than Revelations. It's not, actually no, it's not. It's not better than Shang. I think Shang deserves to be in the top above Rev, honestly. It's really hard. Like, I'm trying to rank these as we go, and it's hard to do, man. So we're gonna put it in good, but okay, it's better than Outbreak, but not better than Descent or Red. All right, next up is Shaolin Shuffle. Okay, Shaolin Shuffle's better than Revelations and not better than Shang. I think it's a good map, good Easter egg, pretty challenging, so we'll put it there. Next up is Attack of the Radioactive Thing. I think Attack is better than Shaolin Shuffle, so I think it goes right there. Beast from Beyond, not very good, and we'll put it above Carrier. Yeah, it's I'd rather play Transit than Beast from Beyond, which is saying a lot actually. Next up is the Final Right. It's a good map, not better than Shang though. Next up is Karoston House. Bad map. Okay, before everyone gets mad, this map is just way too freaking small for zombies. It does not make sense. And when you have the, I can't even think of their names, the guys with the freaking spike arms that just want to pulverize you constantly, the wustlings, it just should not be a map. Okay, they made it decent when they made it in multiplayer and added the entire outside area. That would have been a lot better in my opinion. We're gonna put it in bad. Next up is Darkest Shore. It is the worst map ever made, period, without a doubt. I went to the DLC event to play this map early, and I hated it from the start. I do not want to go back and play this map ever again, and that's saying a lot. Okay, it's just not good. Next up is Shadow Throne. Shadow Throne's actually a good map. I would put it right behind the Final Reich. Shadow Throne had a really fun Easter egg, and the map overall was fun, and I liked it a lot. Next up is the Tortured Path. It's going in bad, and this one is going right before the Darkest Shore. The Tortured Path just sucked, man. Like, the last map, I don't remember all the names. I know Bottega Cervantes or whatever, the map with the wind turbine tower or whatever. It's fun. I like that one the most. And then the USS Texas or something, or Mount Olympus or something like that. I don't remember. That map's okay. And then the last map, whatever it's called, was freaking terrible. The Easter egg part on it was so bad. It just doesn't flow at all. I hated Tortured Path. Like, that was a rough time for me personally. Just didn't enjoy that at all. Next up is the Frozen Dawn. It's better than the Final Reich. It's a really good map, and I like it a lot. All right, guys, so now it is time. We are getting close to the end here. 9. Best of the best. For sure. Great map. Can't go wrong. It's a fun map. Voyage of Despair. Amazing. It's above the Giant and Moon for me. I think the Chaos maps are really good, and no exception. Voyage is actually really good. I know a lot of people are not huge fans of it. I think it's great. Next up is Blood of the Dead. I say how much I hate this map all the time. We're gonna put it in good though, and it's gonna be above all these maps except for Shang. I'd rather play Shang over Blood of the Dead any day. Now that I think of it though, like, these should be rearranged. We're gonna rearrange these after because they definitely need to be switched. Classified, good. We'll put it here for now. Dead of the Night, amazing. Amazing, number 1. Dead of the Night is such a good map, and I know people rip on this map and hate it so much. I think it is a fantastic map. The only downside to the map is the boss fight where you're just fighting against a werewolf. But everything about the map is fun, enjoyable. I speedran it for a time and I enjoyed myself a lot, and I think it's an amazing map. Next up is Ancient Evil. Best of the best, right behind Shadows. Definitely a T1 map. Easter eggs fun. Everything about the map's fun. I love the Greek mythology elements of the map a lot, so we're gonna put it there. Next up is Alpha Omega. I'm gonna put this one in good. Above Blood of the Dead. It's okay. I don't really feel like playing it anymore ever. Next up is Tag. Tag's better than Blood, but I also don't want to play this map very much. Die Machine. Oh my gosh, I do not want to play either of these maps in World War or Cold War at all. Die Machine, not very good. Top of not very good. And then Firebase Z, will put it in good right there for now. All right, so that's my ranking. Obviously there's a lot more in good, and that's because they're middle of the road maps. But let's go through and rank these again. I think bad is all set. Not very good. Beast from Beyond's not better than Nuketown or Sheena or not. We'll leave it like that. Good. Shang is good. Tension's really good. Kino's good. 5's good. Town, I would rather play Darius or Dairaz rather. This looks about good, I would say. Yeah, this is good. Amazing. Dead of Night is still the best map. Found it out in there. I'm happy with this one. I'd rather play Barry than Darius though, and I'd rather play Darius than Sheena or Satsubo rather. And best of the best. Yep, this is perfect. All right, guys. Well, that is my whole tier list. Once again, sorry about Shadows of Evil having the giant picture, and there was another one. I think it was Outbreak. Yeah, I messed up the naming the map or whatever. But overall, guys, this is my ranking of all the maps. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what maps you disagree with my ranking of, and thank you guys so much for watching. My name is GregFPS, Zombies Extraordinaire. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace out.